spoiler alert for this review, I will be showing no mercy towards this show. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to TCK Films, and today I'll be discussing my thoughts on the new season of Outer Banks Season 3, but before we get into my review, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Let me know all that in the comment section down below. So, Outer Banks Season 3 was atrocious. Now, I've never really been a big fan of the show, but at least the first two seasons were somewhat entertaining and watchable. This new season was absolutely horrible, and this show needs to end. By the way, I will be going into spoilers for this review, so if you haven't seen the show yet, make sure to click out now. One thing I will give the show credit in the previous seasons is it has that great summer teen vibe with it, the music and everything. And this season just totally lacks that, and it completely jumps the shark this season with that whole El Dorado, City of Gold storyline, which in my opinion completely killed the show. With this new El Dorado storyline, it brings in John B's dad, who was presumably dead, and his resurrection was probably the worst part of the season. He was an awful character. Now, this character has been a character that's been hyped up since the first season and been teased for a while now that he's not actually dead, but he was just an awful addition to the show. He's part of the reason why the show lost its summer vibe. You know, instead of seeing the whole group of the kids together this season, they're constantly split up, and that's because of Big John taking John B out of the group. And also, he takes up a lot of the screen time this season, so we don't get to see the other characters as much. And instead, we gotta focus more on this character who's really not that interesting. And his death was just nowhere near as emotional as the writers wanted it to be. I mean, in the same episode he died, he also almost let his son die intentionally. So why am I supposed to feel for this character? And also, like I said, the group of Pogues this season, God, I hate that they're called Pogues and Kooks. But the group of Pogues this season was split up for the majority of the season, which was really, really annoying. I think only like the beginning and a few scenes they were all together. There was always at least one character missing from the group, which was so annoying because they didn't really have to be missing. And all the cast, they have good chemistry with each other, so I don't understand why they don't just keep everyone together for the majority of the season. That's like the main selling point of the show, is seeing all these characters interact with each other. But instead, it's either like it starts out with Kiara out, and then John B out, and then Sarah out. Like, it's just so annoying. Also, they rushed the whole storyline, which started out the season and ended the other season, where they're stuck on this deserted island, which was a storyline I was really looking forward to see. And I really liked, honestly, the first few minutes of the show, which was them on the island. But they were only there for 10 minutes, which was so stupid in my opinion, because that was like the big cliffhanger of last season, was how they're going to get off this island. And they got off pretty easily, and apparently they were on there for a month, but it did not seem like a month to us at all. Like, this is just nitpicking, but like there was no facial hair on everyone. Everyone seemed fine. They weren't like starving or anything. They just seemed like they were fine on this island, which I wish they made the stakes a little bit more high for this, you know, if you're stuck on an island. Also, there's a new villain, Singh, who is just one of the worst characters I've ever seen in my life. Whether it's him just saying, you know, every sentence, you know, or him just not being menacing at all. He's just such a stupid character and just a pointless villain, honestly. He was, I don't know, he didn't do anything. And then speaking of villains, they absolutely wasted the best villains on the show, which are Rafe and Ward. They are without a doubt the best actors on the show, and their screen time was cut by a lot this season. They missed several episodes, and the episodes they were in, they didn't really do much. I mean, I wish we got to see more of Rafe as a psychopath, which we have seen the past few seasons, which was honestly really entertaining to see. And this season, we did not really get that at all. He was so much more chill, which just is not his character I like to see. And also, they are clearly trying to redeem Rafe like how they did with Ward, and I'm not a fan of that either. I think they should keep some of these characters bad. They don't need to redeem everyone, especially the really good villains that you have. And like I said, they redeemed Ward, which wasn't horrible, but I think the way they did that was kind of bad. I wish they set it up more this season with that, because it kind of came out of nowhere in my opinion, and they really only set that part up in like the last episode. I wish they were setting up the whole season and like he would be in more of the season. Also, a lot of the relationships, in my opinion, that were formed this season were so rushed, like JJ and Kiara. I know people are saying that's been teased since the first season, but, you know, I never saw it. They really just forced it together, you know, having them both in a scene together when, you know, where's everyone else? Or even Pope and Cleo, the new couple, like, they split those two up from everyone else. It's like, oh, that was so forced, like, why those two? Also, it's gotten to the point where these kids are just invincible and just, like, should be dead by now. They're somehow just not dying when they're should die. That bike accident with JJ, I still don't know how he's alive. Also, none of the bad guys or the bad guys' henchmen's aim is good. So anytime there's like an intense, gun scene, I'm like, all right, they're gonna get out of this, because they always do. And they always did this season. And also, they would just never kill one of the main characters. Now, this is what pissed me off the most. Sarah Cameron is one of the worst characters of all time now. I mean, they just completely ruined her character in one episode. One episode ruined her entire character. And I think you all know the episode I'm talking about where she goes with Topper because her and John B get into a little fight and she hooks up with Topper and it's just, oh my god, it was awful. I've never hated a character more in my life because it was so annoying. One of the characters was just so annoying this season, so unlikable, and so not watchable sometimes. And then finally, the ending of the season just did not get me excited. I'm probably not gonna watch any more Outer Banks because like they've wrapped up the storyline already. Like, I don't know why they're trying to set up a new one. This new season was not good at all. They should just end it. I don't know why they're not. They've just accomplished everything they did from the first episode. Should just end the show. We don't need to keep going and building up other storylines. Like, just end the show. My final score for Outer Banks season 3 is like a 4 out of 10. It was really bad. It's not nowhere near as rewatchable as the other seasons. I probably won't rewatch this one. I won't be continuing watching the show after this. It was just really bad and not my type of show. I know all you Outer Banks stands are gonna come at me in the comments. Do your thing, whatever. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you guys haven't already, make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you never miss a video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.